Unfortunately, in clinic, a lot of the time I'll have students that come from the yoga practice who have injured or have pain in their sacroiliac joint region. This is really common in yoga because a lot of the students that come to the yoga practice and really enjoy it and do yoga a lot are hypermobile. So the sacroiliac joint is only held together by ligaments. So it's placed inside the pelvis. On one side there's the sacroiliac joint, the other side there's the sacroiliac joint, and it's held together by ligaments. So students that are hypermobile can go through this really extreme ranges of motion through our yoga practice, and unfortunately can stretch the ligaments as well as the muscles as a result. So if they're stretching the ligaments, they're creating a lot of range of motion through the pelvis and through the sacroiliac joint, and it will not like this. So for those students, I'll make sure that they're pulling back. They're actually not going to that full range of posture that they can do, that they're actually pulling back, whether that be through not going as far or not holding the posture as long, or using props to help them. So for example, even picture a student in lizard lunge, and a lot of hypermobile students, they can go all the way to the floor with their arms and they can really sort of sink into the posture with their hips. Now, for someone who's hypermobile, what I'll suggest to do is bring blocks underneath the hand to create some lift. And instead of just coming into the full stretch of the posture, can you actually use your muscles to engage and hold you there? So for example, in that lizard lunge, we'll get the student to bring or imagine bringing the inner thighs together to lift up and out of the posture, to actually use the shoulder muscles to hold them there. So if their elbows are down, I'll get them to bring their elbows together and down towards the floor. That'll switch on through their shoulder muscles and take the load away from that full extreme range. So when they're in the really big range, they'll feel it more in the joint rather in the muscle. It's damaging, it's not getting the most benefit from the posture, and unfortunately, it's just not safe. So hypermobile students, you're going to create them to be more engaged and help them to be more engaged rather than going to the full range.